everybody, and welcome to another exciting installment of 5 Questions for the Wrestling Rampage. The three amigos are back in this bitch.
That's right, guys. We are back with this edition.
We don't want to do too much today. We're low budget here, guys. So.
Yeah, it's already got bumps on the motherfucker.
Yeah, this right here side, you can't sit all suck them in. That motherfucker stuck in like a motherfucker.
But anyway, guys, we are back with this edition of 5 Questions with WRS when we answer your guys' questions that you guys send in. And guys, you guys are sending in questions like crazy. And guys, we're trying to keep up.
We're trying to keep up. We're packed.
We're packed to the gills.
We're packed, okay?
Yeah. Got a lot of stuff to do. A lot of videos to make.
We're packed and we're packing.
Both ways too. Yeah. So anyway. Guys, we will get to you guys' question as soon as possible. You just
bear with us.
Bear with us. Got a lot of stuff going on. But let's go ahead and get started, guys. The first 3 questions are asked by the same person, good friend of the channel. And guys, his channel will be linked in the description box below.
All right,
go check it out. Dan the Beast 94.
Hey, I wonder if Dan the Beast got the memo, you know, wear the gray shirt and had the water streaks.
just like
Dan Severn.
Just like Dan Severn.
I think that's his dad. Ain't that right, Dan the Beast? I like Dan the Beast.
Yeah, great guy, friend of the channel. Go check out Dan the Beast 94's channel in the link description box below.
And remember, it's below.
It is below. His first question is... and of course, you know, this is a little bit late. You know, this happened roughly about 3 or 4 weeks ago. We found out that Mr. Wrestling 2 passed away.
Yep.
Yes.
And what is our thoughts on Mr. Wrestling 2?
Mr. Wrestling 2, you know. He teamed with Magnum TA.
Yes, he did.
And he was a big star in Florida.
Teaming up with Magnum, they were in Mid-South.
Yep, Mid-South.
Won the tag team titles. Eventually, Mr. Wrestling 2 turned on Magnum.
Yep, turned on Magnum TA.
And they had a pretty good feud as well. Propelled Magnum as a pretty much a bona fide star, especially in Mid-South at the time.
You know, and we've said this many times. You know that wrestlers put wrestlers on the mat. Mm-hmm. Now, Wrestling 2 put Magnum T on the mat. Nobody can deny that. It's that fact and it's the truth. Mm-hmm. He put it right on the mat.
And the cool thing about Mr. Wrestling 2, he always wore his mask. He even took a mask in the shower.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He never broke kayfabe. He kept the mask on.
This guy right here, Tommy's right. This guy right here, he never broke kayfabe. He was who he was, and that's exactly who he was. Nobody ever seen him without that mask. Nobody.
And I love the knee lift.
the patented knee lift.
He did a great knee lift.
Knee lift was kind of a passe move. Well, it's a passe move now.
Yeah.
But back in the day, I mean, it was pretty exciting to see. Not only that, but like you said, you know, about breaking character. He would literally almost get to the arena, and he, you know, driving to the arena, you know, 3 or 4 blocks, he'd actually put on his mask and then drive into the building. So people really never, you know, people really didn't see him without the mask.
Really didn't know and people really didn't know we know who he was, and it's still a mystery today.
Well, I mean, most people know who he is, but you know, back in the day, you know, he did keep it kayfabe, and you know, always appreciate that. Not only that,
something's missing in nowadays.
Kayfabe's missing. Kayfabe's dead.
Oh yeah.
Well, also, Tom, you remember he was inducted into the WCW Hall of Fame.
Yep, it's Slamboree.
Slamboree, and I know that Gordon solely talked about he was supposed to meet the president.
Yep.
And they told him to remove his mask, and he left.
Yep, he left.
That's how much the mask mentioned Mr. Wrestling 2.
That's right.
But see, I really respected the man for what he really believed and what he really believed in, and he loved wrestling. There was no doubt about that. I mean, you know, and I'm very sorry, you know, that he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
He was really a really, you know,
a wrestling legend.
Yes, he was.
A wrestling legend.
Very well.
Anything else you guys want to add about Mr. Wrestling 2?
I think we just about said it all because he was a legend and nobody can take that away from him.
Next question. Do you think the Adam Bomb character could have been a mid-carder or possibly Intercontinental Champion?
Well, Dan the Beast, let me tell you, Adam Bomb sucked. He deserved everything he got in WWF, and I would have gave him more.
We do know that he did come from Smoky Mountain.
Well, yeah, he came from Smoky Mountain.
As I believe Night Stalker, I believe.
Yeah.
And
did have a little stint in WCW.
Did have a little stint in WCW. Didn't last too long. And then comes to the WWF.
As Adam Bomb.
As Adam Bomb. Supposed to be a survival.
Toxic.
Fucking
nuclear plant.
Fucking nuclear bombs. And that's what it is. Atom bomb.
Yeah, supposed to work there and something happened to him.
You guys know the whole occupational goddamn fucking cartoon gimmicks the WWF was doing in the fucking mid-90s.
I didn't see anything in it. I'm sorry.
Didn't last long even in the WWF either. I mean, he did last a few years.
I remember
there was nothing there.
In '95, he went babyface, and he was throwing fucking Nerf bombs.
Yeah.
You know, the goddamn balls with goddamn fucking thing attached to it.
Yeah.
Where they could fly.
Atom bombs.
Yeah, and that didn't get him over.
That didn't get over either.
And to be honest, I didn't give 2 fucks. And don't forget that. Remember, he had his shirt. It was $10.
It was $10
in '95.
How do you know it was $10?
Because
I catalog.
Yeah, catalog.
Catalog $10.
And it was when you remember every time they would do the shop thing, and be by the ring.
Yeah.
While a match was about to be introduced.
Yeah.
I remember he was part of the diesel package.
Yeah.
It had all this diesel shit, and they go, just for $10 you could get this Adam Bomb T-shirt.
What is it?
Like, who would want that?
Well,
and of course the poor kid had to wear it.
Well, at that time was the.
He's like, yeah, thanks for giving me the Adam Bomb shirt while you're holding the Great Diesel stuff.
Was he rubbing his goggles at the same time there?
Yeah, did he have the flashing goggles on?
Yeah. No, you should throw those in too to make it 15.
Get the shirt and the goggles.
If you order this diesel package, you can get the Adam Bomb shirt and the Adam Bomb goggles for $15. Now I could be the goddamn guy that done the goddamn package here. But Adam Bomb, he always sucked to me. And I thought when he was WWF, I just thought he sucked. I'm sorry, I didn't see nothing in it.
So you think he could have been
I'm sorry. No, I only even see him as Intercontinental Champion. I didn't see him as shit.
Pops.
He may have been a card, low bottom carder. That'd been all he would have been. No, I just, he just didn't have. To me, I'm sorry. They tried to push him as best they could. I'll be honest, he didn't have the charisma.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, big guy. Had a somewhat impressive look, but if that's all you bring to the table, you're not going to get that far.
Nope.
And same thing. I didn't really see that much of Adam Bomb.
No.
I really didn't. And eventually he does sign with the WCW.
Well, of course he does.
Becomes Wrath.
Yeah, and he got a little bit of a push there, but all he beat was fucking jobbers like Scott Putski and fucking lower card like a Bobby Blaze or
Bobby Blaze.
Barry Horowitz or I like Bobby Blaze though.
Yeah, I like Barry Horowitz.
Well,
Horowitz
like
is a
that,
pilfer.
Bobby Blaze.
Bobby Blaze.
And I like Barry Horowitz too.
Yeah.
Well, to me, Barry Horowitz had more talent than Adam Bomb, and then he had more talent than the guy he tried to push over.
And he was Wrath for a few years.
And then he was Chronic in WCW with with Brian Adams.
Which was
Chronic.
Yeah, which
In
Chronic.
2000.
yeah.
Yeah.
And again, the tag team division was the shits in 2000.
Poor Brian Adams, he had to carry that load.
And then he came back.
My
And then
damn
he
back
came
would
back. And then he came back to the WWE.
hurt. Yeah.
Brian Adams was Chronic there during the invasion. Had one of the worst matches of all time.
Yeah.
And Unforgiven.
I forget what you
Probably one of the worst Unforgiven matches
I agree.
with Undertaker and Kane.
Okay.
And then after that, they shortly dispersed.
Yeah. Actually, I heard recently he got Brian Clark is in jail recently,
Oh.
or he got arrested, something like that, for drugs.
Oh,
I was like, oh, no shock.
but he wanted to make money off Vince with the CTE.
Yeah.
But he can afford drugs.
That old dark cloud echoes around.
That dark cloud that came in the atom bomb early 90s. Anyway,
Okay.
fuck atom bomb.
Fuck Adam Bomb.
Let's go with the next question and the last question for Dan the Beast 94. Do you believe Brian Pillman Jr. has a bright future in the wrestling business?
I like Brian Pillman Jr. But he may... Yeah, I do. I like Brian Pillman Jr. But there's one thing I can say. If he goes to the land of the misfit tourists, we're talking about the All Friends League.
All Friends Wrestling.
All Friends Wrestling. I monikered that, Cody. Where's my goddamn money? Hey, I'm the one who said that first. Give me my fucking money.
Yeah.
That should be copyrighted.
We should have copyrighted.
Yeah, we should have fucking copyrighted that. We even made the logo, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Fucking...
We will never see the money.
Now,
But,
apparently he did have a match on AEW Dark.
he was still there. I wouldn't step one foot in that goddamn place.
Well, I mean, they do have a national television show. I don't
You know,
fucking
TNT, their slogan was "We know drama." Now they should say "We know backyard."
Oh, did you notice that, Larry? He almost couldn't pull it out. Show.
But I like
They
I
have
like
a
Brian
national
Pillman Jr. I
fucking
really do.
show, I guess. I don't fucking
Like
know.
I do. I like Brian Pillman Jr. And he has talent. I'd like to see him come to NXT.
I'd rather come to NXT.
I would. I'd love to see Brian Pillman Jr. in NXT.
We do know that he did do a lot of work at MLW.
Yeah, and he was good there. He with I think it was Teddy Hart and David Hart Smith is the New Generation Perk Foundation.
Well, we ain't gonna see Teddy for a while.
No, he had talent too, but
He got it his own way.
Yeah, see, he always fucked himself.
He did. He has a bright future.
And Harry Smith is always talented.
He's always been talented.
I enjoyed him when he was in fucking OVW.
You know, I would like to see him rather be in NXT.
Yeah,
than
he would fit
AEW.
great in NXT.
But we do know that, of course, AEW Dark was only on YouTube. They only show people that they haven't signed or they have signed or regretted it.
yeah.
So he could possibly
You know
sign
what that
there.
AFW Dark reminds me of?
What's
You
that?
remember in TNA in the old days, Gut Check?
Gotta check.
That's what it reminds me of.
You got Ric Flair out there?
Well, Ric Flair never. They can't pay for Ric Flair. Oh, maybe they could, but Ric Flair don't want to be in the backyard. And
AEW, what's AEW?
Yeah, especially where the worst pandemic's at.
Yeah.
Hope it takes care of the stadium.
Pops, Brian Pillman Jr.
Well, I think I'm just to be totally honest with you. I think he'll sign anywhere just get his foot in the door.
Yeah.
And that's what you have to do.
That is what you have to do, unfortunately.
Yes, it is. I mean, you can. It's like anything else.
Because,
that's right.
Because, like I said.
Yeah.
Anyway, they do have a national television show.
Can't say it again, man.
Unfortunately. So, they do have TV exposure. And, of course, if you're on TV, you're going to get more money.
That's it. But I think he would be very valued in NXT. But once again, wherever if you're going to get TV exposure, you're gonna go with whoever's gonna sign you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just sorry, that's just the way it is. It's not like the old days anymore. It's just the way it is.
Now, unfortunately, we do know that Brian Pillman passed away when Brian Pillman Jr. was just a kid. So,
Yeah.
pretty sad for that. But I mean, following his dad's footsteps.
Kudos.
And hopefully he can do a lot of good things. So,
I wish him the very best. Hey,
let's go with the next question asked by Gregory Choulette.
I'm ready. Greg.
Uh,
I talked to him a lot, you know.
Oh, we know.
I like Greg. I like you, man. I told you that several times. You're a great guy.
Thoughts on the North-South connection and their tag team title reign? Now,
Okay.
at first, I was a little confused at this question.
I was too.
Because I thought at first you meant the East and West connection.
Yeah.
Of Jesse the Body Ventura and Adrian Adonis.
Yeah.
But we do know that after, Jesse had some injuries.
He had his injuries done, had to go for surgery.
And eventually transformed into commentating.
Yeah.
We do know that Adrian Adonis teamed up with Dick Murdoch. What's your problem?
Bug in the way.
Oh, the fly?
Yeah, flying this bitch.
We do know that Dick Murdoch and Adrian Adonis team up afterwards as the North and South connection, and they do beat Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas for the WWF World Tag Team titles.
Yeah.
Which they held for roughly around 9 months until they lost it.
Yep.
Lost
it to Barry Windham and Mike Rotunda.
And
the U.S. Express.
The U.S. Express. Anything else? I mean...
Well, I like Adrian Adonis. He was really talented. And, even for his size, when he got real big, he still could move.
I mean, he was gaining weight at this time.
Oh, yeah. But he could still move. That's the thing. He was still talented, even how much weight he gained.
Yeah.
And Dick Murdoch, Dick Murdoch's fucking badass, okay?
Yeah.
I love Dick Murdoch. I love me some Dick Murdoch. Captain Redneck.
Captain Redneck.
Dick Murdoch, baby.
They didn't team for terribly long.
No.
Roughly over a year. What'd you think, Pops?
Well, any team, that can take any kind of tag team goal is very, well recognized in the wrestling industry. So I would say, that they were very well known, and I like Adrian Adonis. I think he gained up about 300 pounds, but that's something that can still do a drop kick at 300 pounds. We know but he played his role very well, and people know what I'm talking about. And Dick Murdoch, that motherfucker was crazy as hell. He didn't care who he hurt. He didn't give a fuck. He'd tell you so. I don't give a fuck.
Two guys that are very capable of getting over and taking care of themselves too.
And they would hurt you, buddy. They would hurt you.
So no shock that they would become tag team champions.
Oh yeah, no shock at all.
And have a decent run as WWF tag team champions until losing it to the U.S. Express.
Most tag teams had some. Most of them never held it for that long. And that's a big mark for those guys. And hell, I think they were great.
Let's go to the last question. Asked by Austin Williams.
Austin Williams.
Thoughts on Drew McIntyre as WWE champion? Now, let's go ahead and say this. You know, we do know that he won it at the too big for one night WrestleMania.
Yeah, too big for one night. No Fan Mania.
No Fan Mania.
Where he beat Brock Lesnar.
And he beats
which
Brock
I
Lesnar,
enjoyed.
Which was good.
Yeah.
And well, let's just be honest here. We can't put all the blame on Drew McIntyre.
No, you can't.
For this. You can blame COVID-19 for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
The pandemic we're going through right now.
Yes, we can.
You can blame mostly WWE booking.
Yeah. The booking is horrible.
Let's see. He defended his championship against fucking old ass Big Show.
Uh-huh.
Why? First of all, why does Big Show come back and then automatically gets the title shot? Why?
I don't know.
Who the fuck did he beat?
Maybe.
They're like, hey Drew, you wanna face Big Show?
Hey, you wanna play this?
No, here's
Drew's
what
like,
it is, guys.
Sure.
No, here's what it is, guys.
It's
the open door policy.
And then
Yeah, so-
and then he defends the WWE Championship against Bobby Lashley,
Booby Lindsay.
another mid-card.
Yeah.
They're like, hey Drew, we got a pay-per-view coming up. Wanna face Lashley? I guess.
I guess.
Then here we go. The Hate Pill and Extreme Rules. Hey Drew! You want to face Dolph Ziggler? He's floundering.
He's always been flattering.
He's a stop and go kind of guy.
Hey, guess what? He's gonna stop.
He's going to stop here. You want to face him? Fuck it, I guess.
Let's just be honest. He's facing fucking
facing
big
mid-card
cars
guys right now.
Now, once again, we can say this about this. You know, Big Show was a big name then. You know, back in the day.
Yeah.
Lashley, fuck Lashley. I never liked
Yeah,
Lashley.
fuck him.
And then Dolph Ziggler
He was a good.
I've always liked Dolph,
Yeah.
but this is the thing is they've never
They
pushed
stop
him.
and go on. They push off and on.
You have to give Dolph Ziggler the credit he really deserves.
Let's just be
because
honest.
once they hand him the ball, he does try to run with it. I really don't think his fault that he floundered it. I think it's their fault because they pulled the rug out of him.
They do, and with him, you know, I'm, you know, when I seen that he was gonna face Drew, I'm sitting there like, well, he ain't gonna win.
He ain't gonna win.
I'm just gonna be honest, he ain't gonna win.
Okay, guys.
See, here's the thing.
And you gotta realize this, since we're going through this pandemic and there's no fans.
Yeah.
And see,
Do you really want Drew McIntyre to face
It's a
top
big-
guys
a top guy with no fans.
with no fans?
And see, here's another thing.
Or would you rather there be fans
Wait.
and then he take on people
Yeah.
that are at the top level?
And see, here's another thing. And people were like, well, and then people wanted to say, oh man, the Raw's ratings, it's all because of Drew McIntyre being WWE champion. You need Lesnar to be champion again. No, we don't. The problem is,
There's two of them. There's two.
yeah, there's two problems.
Pandemic
The pandemic and booking.
and booking.
Because you could actually still put on a good show during this time. You could. If you fucking know what the fuck you're doing. These two companies don't know what the fuck they're doing. WWE.
You forgot the barn in fucking Impact Wrestling.
And Barn and the Deliverance. You got fucking WWE who don't know what the fuck they're doing. Bad book. They got all the talent in the world and they fucking fuck them up or fucking just put on fucking lousy shows. Then we make movies. I think Vince is drinking the water while he's doing it. He's drinking that water like that. And then you got All Friends Wrestling. You know how that's going. Back in the backyard. I might as well watch backyard wrestling if I want to watch it.
What the fuck?
And that's more entertaining.
I agree.
And then you got the Barn and Deliverance.
For Impact Wrestling.
For Impact Wrestling.
Nobody's drawing!
Nobody's drawing, and two, no one's fucking putting on good shows.
Well, look now. The
The
barn
only
now,
one that's actually putting on.
Now, the barn can get used to see. If they're not wrestling, they can always milk the cow.
And to be honest, the only one that's actually putting on a decent show is NXT. Trying to.
Yeah, that's debatable at
Yeah,
best.
it's sometimes half and half, but at least they try to put
Now
on
look,
a good show.
you know, I look at this right here. Where
Do you blame Drew McIntyre for the low ratings?
No.
I don't blame him. But you know, this pandemic is really, you know, taking its toll on all kinds of business. You know, in the wrestling business, worst of all, really, because you gotta have fans there to, you know, and I think that's what it is. There's no fans there, you know, to cheer the good guy or the bad guy.
And then, of course, WWE with their horrible ass booking.
Yeah, the horrible ass goddamn booking.
Let's see, an eye for an eye match.
Yeah.
An eye for an eye match with a ping pong ball.
Now look, guys.
And a swamp fight.
A fucking swamp fight. What is this? Skinner's Everglades?
Here's the thing about me. I wouldn't care.
I wonder if they filmed it in Steve Kern's fucking
Backyard.
Backyard.
Here's the thing.
Where he was Skinner.
And I'm you know, I'm embarrassed about this right here shit that they're doing here. Me, I would feel like, you know, this right here. Wait, there's no fans there. Let's just see how good I can make this fucking show.
And right now, I'm just going to sit here and say that it's pretty sad that finally the time that Drew McIntyre has worked most of his career
Worked his ass off.
to become a top guy, and this happens.
And this happens to him.
Sad.
It's sad. Like, his time has finally come, and then this happens. It takes it away from him.
It does.
Well,
It's sad.
Well, you see, you know who to blame all this for?
Yeah.
There's only one person in my opinion.
Who's that?
The no hair motherfucker that's bald. He puts fucking wig on his fucking head. Trumpy Bear. I'll say it right to your damn face, Trumpy Bear.
Anyway, we hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it all over social media. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestlingRampage2. Follow us on Twitter at WrestleRampage. You can follow me and Skullduggery on fucking Instagram.
Alias.
And you can hit that subscribe button for more great videos coming to you guys, because we're that cream that rises to the top.
Cream of the crop.
And nobody does it better.
Hell.